the soundtrack of your life's journey. Kingfisher FM.
We want you to say yes to a new global digital exchange. We've been chatting to them for a couple of weeks now. Excited to have Sonny Fisher back in studio, the CEO of FORUS, for you and me. Sonny, welcome.
Thank you very much. Great to be back.
Yeah, and special welcome to Mary Brendan joining us again in studio as well from the FORUS team. And we've got a couple of other folk joining us from all around the world. This is exciting. I don't think any radio station has ever done this. So a big pleasure and a privilege to welcome all of our guests from all across the world, Zimbabwe, the USA, Hungary and London. Sonny, maybe you can introduce us and tell us what we are doing today. Hi, guys.
Yes, absolutely amazing to have everybody connected. Today it's hey, we got MJ in Johannesburg as well. Welcome, MJ. Yeah, so we wanted to get everybody together today because I just want to read a quick statement that Nelson Mandela made, and I think that'll put everything in perspective. He said that, like slavery and apartheid, poverty is not natural. It is man-made, and it can be overcome and eradicated by the actions of human beings. And overcoming poverty is not a gesture of charity. It is an act of justice. It is the protection of a fundamental human right, the right to dignity and a decent life. And, on the 18th of July, it's Nelson Mandela's 100th birthday. And, a lot of the team involved in FORUS are children of Mandela. We were privileged to go through the transition, to experience the inspiration of his leadership. And, I think the younger generation are losing that sense. So we wanted to do something to mark the 100th birthday of, an icon. So we thought a good thing to do in his honor would be to eradicate poverty.
That sounds like a good thing.
Yes, that's what we thought. So, what we've done is we've put together a global consortium of people. We're in 180 countries now.
180
countries. Let me just introduce you to the team who are online. We couldn't get all 180 countries onto the screen.
Not this week.
Yeah, but we've got Andras, who's in Hungary. We've got Dr. Anna Everett, who's in Atlanta. We've got Dr. Gafari Dulapandan, who's in London. We've got Brian Madumi in Zimbabwe. We've got MJ Voges, who's a PE born and bred, now living in Joburg. So this is just some of the senior management team who are involved in this unbelievable project, where we seriously are committed and are serious about eradicating poverty. We have the technology, we have the business models, we have the finance structures, we have the team to do it, we have the buy-in from the people on the ground. This is possible, and it's a project that we've all been involved in for many years, all come of it at it from different sort of perspectives, but have joined hands around the world. Gafari has been involved extensively in building out his network in many countries around the world, places like Vietnam, Pakistan, Italy. We now have a global presence where we're everywhere, and what we're doing is we're launching a financial platform, a platform for doing business that's fair. It's
because I was going to ask you, how is FORUS going to do this? I mean, Nelson Mandela would probably, if he was still alive today at age 100, be really excited about what you guys are doing. How are you going to eradicate poverty?
Hey, I see we just got Ted join us from Curacao. Ted, welcome. Yes, indeed, you can see this is a global movement. So,
how are we going to eradicate poverty with FORUS?
The same way that we overcame apartheid, by collaborating.
Okay.
You can only win a political battle in Parliament. An economic battle needs to be won in the marketplace. What we've done is we've created a platform where everyone can participate equally. We provide access to capital to everybody. You're not disadvantaged if you don't come from a background where you have ownership of equity and assets in your family. We've created a platform where everybody around the globe can transact using the latest digital technology, where we can provide finance to small businesses where with the technology that existed before it wasn't possible. But at the end of the day, whatever you do, it was the same thing with the Part1. It took everybody's involvement to actually make the change. And what inspired us is, if you have a look at what we've achieved as a country in one generation, it is unbelievable. If I have a look at my children today, what their lives are like compared to what it was like when I was growing up, it's an absolute miracle. And we're talking about one generation. And we focused on that issue. Everybody got behind it. We had the best constitution. We put the best skills into it. We hired the best people. We did not mess around. With intent, we fixed the problem. And now we're doing the same thing about poverty, about financial inclusion.
Love it. So leveling the playing fields when it comes to financial well-being of people across the globe. 180 countries launching with FORUS, a global digital exchange. We've got a couple of the guys online with us from around the country, even from up in Joburg. Hola. So we're going to be crossing over to them in a moment's time. We'll take a quick break, asking them a question about what does FORUS really do for them and their community. So we'll be back in a moment in studio all the way from Port Elizabeth. Good to have the team on board. You're listening to, Kingfisher.
Your motivation station. This is Kingfisher FM.